And finally, what goes around comes around. And in the case of Kevin Costner, taking on a role in a Tom Clancy-inspired Jack Ryan film must have been in the cards. He was once offered the opportunity in one of the character's earlier films, and now in Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, he's playing Ryan's boss. I caught up with Costner in LA to talk about Russia, Red October, and rock and roll.
You know, you sold this as an office job.
Why don't you sit down? Now talk me through your very scary scenario. Keep in mind, I don't have your PhD.
I had heard once, and I don't know if there's any truth in this, that you were once considering playing, I guess, in Hunt for Red October.
That's
you
right.
Had considered?
That's right.
Tell me about that.
Well, it was a role that was offered to me, and as much as I liked it, I couldn't do it because I had a commitment to make another movie. It was a lot of money. I really wanted to do it, but I had an obligation.
The sort of thing to come full
The
circle.
whole circle came back to it.
Yeah.
We all have our secrets.
The film shot in London, Manhattan, and Moscow, where Chris Pine's Ryan takes on a Soviet heavy hitter bent on terrorism. I went to Russia, it was a couple of years ago, and I found it to be a bit of an intimidating environment.
It is. It can be. It is intimidating. I actually didn't film there. I filmed in London, but I played music in Moscow and St. Petersburg. I've toured there 2 or 3 times.
You say you played music there?
I did. Yeah, I played in Moscow and St. Petersburg with my band.
What were the audiences like?
Well, they were surprised as I was. I'm playing, and I was surprised to see them. I played the Kremlin about 5 months ago.
That must have been an incredible experience.
It really was. But they, look, there's pissed off teenagers everywhere. They all like music, rock and roll. But the people that came, a lot of them had been watching all my movies. So it was a really good way for me to interface with people in a different way. I don't want to spend the rest of my life killing for you.
You're the best agent for this job, Ethan. We need you.
Costner's got 5, count 'em, 5 films coming out in 2014, including this one, a thriller called 3 Days to Kill.
Really, that's unusual for me. Usually 1 movie a year for me, sometimes no movies, But if you added up my movies, I think, next to someone else, I think you would see that it kind of pales. I've been happy with what I've been able to do and how I've lived my life.
Trying to have a conversation with my daughter.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Now, where were we?